You are the one I
Hey, what's up, guys? This is 412 Radio. I'm Dan. We're here for our podcast talking about some music today. I got some friends with me here today. I got Nuggets there. Wave at the camera.
So,
Over here we got Tintin. Say hi, Tintin. And then we got Foosball.
Hey guys.
We got Scotty C.
What's going on, guys?
And we might have a few other friends popping in as well. So we're going to get this thing going. Jeff, Mr. Foosball, brought us a fun song we're going to take a look at. But before we do that, I wanted to just kind of check on what have you guys been listening to this week? Anything interesting?
Well, I mean, obviously we're not having church services right now, but because I play so much worship music, I've been listening to a lot of the new worship out. I like a lot of Elevation's newer stuff. It's really good. And the Young and Free Hillsong stuff we've been really liking too. So those are probably the two latest that we've been listening to.
I really like Best Friends.
Yeah.
That's a really good song.
Yeah.
Really
It is awesome. Yep.
Yeah. Shannon, my wife Shannon, really likes Elevation worship.
Yeah,
I worship too, but it's not like my go-to.
Right.
Worship
Sure.
is my go-to, so that's what she listens to most of the time. How about you guys? Anybody else been listening to anything in particular?
Gavi just put out a new album, and the first several songs are like really, really, really well produced. So, as a music producer myself, I just really enjoying the subtle things that he adds in, like the very small like details he put in. That unless you listen to the song a few times over and over, you wouldn't notice. But once you've listened to him a few times, you're like, oh wait, there's this part of the song that's different that I didn't notice. And there's so many small details that I've been totally into. Heathens with the S.
Yeah. There's a couple songs in there that I really liked. What's the one? Climate Change. I really like Climate Change.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It sounds very similar to the other stuff that I've heard from him.
Yeah, I enjoy it because Akleso and Wordplay, the two guys featured on it, are very, very talented in themselves. But
I can't say that, Dan.
No. You can say hi.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Amanda. Poke your head in here.
You're on YouTube.
Hey, that's Scotty's wife. Hey, by the way, you're going to be a YouTube sensation now, Amanda.
Oh, stop.
That's awesome.
Amanda, you're a YouTube sensation now.
All right, guys, have fun.
See? So, anybody else been listening to anything?
Oh, I really like I don't know if you've heard much of Brandon Lake stuff for worship.
No, not familiar with that.
He's really good.
What did you say his name was?
Brandon Lake.
Lake, like a big body of water?
Right, yep.
Brandon Lake.
He's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, worship. I used to listen to a ton of Christian metal, but worship has been my my main music now for listening, just because, like I said, playing at church so much, I have to learn a lot of new worship songs, so
yeah, it's taking over. The worship thing is taking over.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I know we talked last week about I was saying a lot of Anne Boleyn stuff I've been listening to, and then like for metal, I love Under Oath is one of my favorite metal bands. Their old stuff in particular. Yep. And Norma Jean, that they were really big too for me. So
Norma Jean, the band with 57 members.
I know, right? Yeah, it's true.
They're always going through new members, man.
It's crazy, I know. Especially singers, it seems like.
Yeah. But their sound still sounds good.
I know.
I got something really cool in the mail today. I have I call it my band bag. It's like a little satchel, and I take it with us to all of our concerts. I buy like pins and patches to put all over it, whatever. I had that I started 20 years ago. I had like Joy Electric patches and Godeo patches, but someone stole it about like 3 years ago.
Oh man.
start all over again. And so
Uh-huh.
today I got a new patch in the mail. I don't know if you're familiar with a band in the 80s called DeGarmo and Key.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, they had a really famous patch. It's called the Pledge, but it's from
Yeah.
so you can't find it. But a friend of mine just did a big run of them, and he sent me one. So I got a Pledge patch on my band bag.
That's awesome, man.
Pretty cool. It's glued on today. You guys want to see the band bag?
Sure.
Yes.
You want to go grab it? It's what we take with us to all of our shows, so we can, like, before we go into like the mosh pit or whatever, we have something to put all of our gear in, so it doesn't get
Nice.
broken or anything like that. So I've been listening to, man, it's been pretty eclectic for me. When I put my my iPod on shuffle, it'll go from literally from like from Amy Grant to Blind.
Nice.
I mean, it'll go really, really fast from one to the other. So here's my new DeGarmo and Key,
Nice. That's awesome.
That's very sick.
and here's some more of the other patches. I got some on the inside. I got a skillet patch in here, actually. Speaking of Jen Ledger. There's
Nice.
my patch.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, the good old
That's
trusty band
cool.
bag.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I don't really have anything that I've been like listening to, I think a lot. I actually just started whenever 21 Pilots Trench album came out, my
Uh-huh.
kids were really, really into it. And it
Yeah.
didn't really hit me right off the bat. I mean, I liked Pet Cheetah, but
Uh-huh.
the rest of the stuff I was like, man, okay, Nico and the Niners, but lately it's been kind of growing on me, especially since I picked up Chlorine.
Chlorine's so good.
Chlorine is the beat is so awesome. I love that eclectic beat it's just kind of all over
The
the
entire
place.
album is like that.
Yeah.
Like once you start listening to it over and over, you find the intricacies of it.
Right.
It's really good.
Have
What,
you
what's the name of it?
the name of the song is Chlorine.
The album, I'm sorry.
Trench.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, it's
Phenomenal.
definitely a really good album. They actually just came out with a single. Ty, what's the name of that single?
I forget the name. It's Trent knows it.
Uh,
They just came out with it like a week and a half ago.
I'm forgetting the name. It's
It
completely lost me.
the sound of the new single,
Level of Concern. That's what it is.
Level of Concern, and it's about the quarantine.
Mhm.
It's,
Yeah.
They wrote it during the music video that they shot for it. It is all about them being in quarantine.
Oh, wow.
Scott, do you listen to 21 Pilots at all?
Oh yeah.
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 So I've been listening to their old stuff, like their first album, and it is weird, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
That's
No, before that.
Yeah?
It's their self-title.
What album is this for them?
Trench would be their fourth, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's their fourth.
Self-titled, they have the Vessel
Vessel.
album, then the Heavy Dirty Soul album.
No name.
Okay.
Trench.
Glory Face, yeah.
It was really cool for the Heavy Dirty Soul song when that first was really popular. Me and my friend that's also a drummer for our youth group, we did like a drum duet thing in the youth group. For really fun.
Hey, man, that dude can drum like a maniac.
He's awesome. Yeah, he reminds me of like a Travis Barker or something. Like
Really?
real,
Put him up there with Travis Barker, huh?
like real. I don't know quite skill level, but at least like the energy. You know, he's real
Oh, yeah.
big. The motions and stuff.
Right. Well, you figure they're a band with two guys.
I know.
They got to compensate somewhere, man. You know?
Right. And I love that he does the crowd drum thing too. That's really cool. Have you seen that?
I haven't. That is one band that is on our bucket list.
Yeah.
They come to LA periodically, but the tickets
That's
are
awesome.
so expensive.
Yeah. I've never seen him personally live, but I've seen videos. He takes this platform out. They put a wooden platform out into the crowd, and it's got like a real like a mini drum set, and the crowd holds it up while he plays the solo on top of it.
How holds it up?
Yeah.
Oh
hmm
my gosh.
It's like
He
crowd.
said, I haven't had any accidents yet, so we're still doing it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Crazy, man.
I know.
Pretty awesome.
It's really cool, yeah.
How about you, Scott? What have you been listening to lately?
I've actually been listening to a lot of Red lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you into Red before this new album came out?
Really not so much, man.
This new,
In a couple songs, but not like this album.
yeah, this album is doing so well. It's actually on Billboard's Top 100 right now. You know, the new album is
Wow.
doing really, really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a huge Red fan. I mean,
Yeah,
I think they're fantastic. I've just never really been into them that much.
right.
But this new album is doing really well, so I'm gonna have to get into it a little
Awesome.
bit. They did a cover. Red did a cover of Duran Duran's "Ordinary World."
Did they?
Yes,
So good.
Wow.
really, really good. It's not hard at all. It's
Emo.
Oh,
yeah, very emo-y. Very emo.
wow.
You gotta check it out.
Oh,
Is
for
it-
sure.
"Ordinary
Uh,
World," really good.
Is it like a like Taking Back Sunday kind of style, or
No, it's I would say it's like it's really maybe Further Seems Forever.
oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, maybe even definitely emo-y. Definitely emo-y.
Right.
But it's
There-
smooth. It's very smooth.
That's cool. Further Seems Forever is another band with a bunch of singers. They had a different singer for every album.
They did. It certainly felt like it.
Yeah.
So talking about 21 Pilots and their concert experience, I got a question for you guys. Who is the best Christian band you have ever seen live? Think about it.
I really like. Oh, sorry. What's
I was
that?
gonna say, some of us have a lot more experience than others when it
Right.
comes to,
Sure.
like, I mean, I've been to hundreds of Christian shows.
Me too.
You know?
I really like Project 86 live. They're really good.
Oh, crazy that you said that.
Yeah.
They're so good. Oh,
I
their
know.
set is the best.
It's so good.
Where did you see them at?
I've seen them 2 or 3 times. I saw them once at Pleasant Valley.
I emceed that show.
Did you really?
Living Sacrifice and Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I emceed that
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Yep.
I remember that. Wow. And then I saw them at that Collide Festival too.
Collide Festival. I don't remember that.
That was probably after you left.
Was that at Victory in?
No, it was actually at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds.
Dude, that would. Oh man, that would
Yeah.
be cool.
They had like a stage that was. They had like 3 or 4 different stages there. There was like a local band one and a big name band, and then Project was on the heavy stage.
That
So
sounds really cool.
yeah, it was them, and actually Norma Jean was there too.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. Oh, and it was funny. They actually brought beer in, and the
Norma Jean is not a.
no,
You're a
and
bar
the,
band, man.
I know, and the guys in charge said, "Hey, I'm sorry, we don't allow beer here. This is all, we want to keep it all clean." And I guess some of the guys weren't in the band weren't too happy about it, but yeah, and also Spoken was there too.
Yeah, we saw Spoken like 2 summers ago.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. They were in Northern California. We went up. They were pretty
That's
good.
cool.
We've seen them a couple times.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
lead singer's been with them from the very beginning.
I know. Yeah, I have a couple of their albums. They're pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah,
How about you,
Project.
Scott?
They're awesome. Oh, do you remember a band called Staple?
Staple. I might have one of their albums, but I'm not real familiar with them.
They're a lot like Project. They came out a little bit after them, and I think I heard the singer say one time he's real influenced by them. They remind me a lot of them. I saw them. I went to. Do you remember the Tumpac family from
Of course,
Believe?
Of course.
I went to Jeremy lives down there in Dayton.
Okay.
And I went to a skate park there, and Staple was playing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Jeremy, man, no, he's a good dude.
he is. We
Here.
were really good friends, like growing up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Really cool guy.
yeah, he is.
We saw a project. I mean, I've seen them a bunch of times, but we saw them 2 summers ago in Northern California.
That's
Where we saw Spoken, and the show itself is so good, but their mic check is almost as good as their show
wow.
because they start doing all them bass licks from all of the stuff from Drawing Black.
Oh yeah,
They start playing it and, like, and it's like, oh yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
recognize
so
that one just by the bass.
Yes, it's so good, man.
That's awesome.
I think I've seen them maybe 7 times. I think.
That's awesome. Yeah,
You.
yeah. I saw when they first did the I think at Collide it was like with the when they were doing the Truthless Heroes run.
Truthless Heroes. Good album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you?
That's
Hey Scott, are you real familiar with Project?
Not so much.
Dude, you got to listen to them, man. They are very throaty, and
Yeah.
they're bass driven.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
for
hey, whenever, send me some playlists, man. Like some ideas.
So check out my favorite album that they put out was called Drawing Black Lines,
Yeah.
which is like
Yeah.
the late 1990s, like maybe 99, 2000, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
That Set Me Up and Steen's Theme
Mhm.
are just Steen's Theme is, in my
And
opinion,
Spy
their best
Hunter
song.
is also a great
Spy
song.
Hunter's not on that album.
That's on the one after.
Yeah,
But also super great song.
Yeah.
Bass is fantastic.
Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, so shoot me a text sometime of some good
I'll send
bands.
I'll send you Project right now. How about
As
you,
far
Ty? You got a favorite?
I've seen a lot of them, and then I don't remember them. But one that I have a very fond memory of is would be OC Supertone's very final concert.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it was so insane. It was they rented this church, and it was this huge open room where they didn't have any chairs. So it was all just this huge group of these like really really big dudes, just filling this room. And then as soon as they
Yeah.
what's that?
PAX 217 open for, right?
Yes, and then PAX opened for them.
Nice.
But then so you had this group of really really enthusiastic people that genuinely cared for him. It wasn't just like, oh hey, we'll buy tickets and but we'll just go see a show with a local band. No, all the people there were like this really 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 dedicated group, and they were all super super into it.
That's all.
And then, so when they started playing, everybody was moving. You had this entire building, this entire church building filled with people just going crazy and, freaking out. And it's OC Supertones, so they're bringing their charm to the thing. They're being funny. They're playing really really energetic and fun music. They do this bit where they grab surfboards and crowd surf, but they're literally standing on the surfboards.
That's awesome.
And it's such a fun experience. But then because it was like their final show that they were doing, they also brought in a ton of like special like crowd pleasing stuff to just really tie it all together. And it was such a fun, memorable show.
That's awesome.
Is that the one that almost got thrown?
Yeah. Yeah.
So also at that show, they were playing and then they kind of stopped and they're like, "Hey guys, we've just been informed that the ceiling is raining on us."
Oh, wow.
There were so many
It
people
was
in there.
sweating so
that
bad that
The ceiling was sweating on us.
It was so gross, but it was intense.
Wow.
we were they had a skink pit going, and right up at the front, right in front center stage. But then there was like these few families that got like right up on the stage, and they had like little kids, and the kids kept getting squished because there's a skink pit. You know what I mean?
It's ska.
Yeah.
There's people that are trying to have fun at this concert because that's the type of concert it is. And this mom, I wasn't even really skanking or anything. I was just kind of standing there, and I was actually trying to protect this mom and her kids. But I kept getting like 400 people pushing into me, and I would slam into them, and I would try to protect myself so I wouldn't hit them. Eventually, she turns around and she starts yelling at me. I was like, "Damn, look behind me! It's not me. There's 400 pushing into you."
Yeah.
She keeps yelling, "There's kids up here, blah blah blah." She's like pointing her finger in my face, and I'm like, "Whatever," and I just keep going. So then, I get pushed into her again. I get slammed right into her. So she turns around and swings at me and like knocks my hat off my side. But as she's
Oh, man.
coming through, I grab her elbow and I throw her into the skank pit. So she goes in the skank pit. She goes spinning away. It was so funny. I mean, I didn't want to do that, but dang, you just swung at me. So here, go skank. Stop your anger. It was really crazy, man. We took a lot of people to that show. There's probably like 20 of us that went, right?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I ended up getting the Pack 217 song list off of the stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then we talked with, it was the Supertones last show. So they were like, talking with people afterwards. And we spent like 15 minutes with Tony, their bassist, just talking about all their shows and
That's awesome.
creating memories and stuff like that. It was really nice.
Yeah, that was a super fun show.
That's awesome.
Very hot.
That was in Northern California, you said?
That was in the OC. So
Oh.
yeah, that was like I think in Anaheim,
Wow.
Hills or something like that. Because PAX 217 is an OC band too. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They're both. In fact, one of the guys from, I think the lead singer from PAX 217 married one of the Supertones sisters or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I saw them right after 9/11. There was a festival, I think it was in Canton. It was called Festival Con Dios.
Yes, I've been to that one before. Not to that one, but
And that's cool. And it was right after 9/11, and the Supertones were there, and so was Audio Adrenaline, and
Festival Con Dios.
yeah, and some of the guys from some of the bands couldn't get there because of the planes being shut down.
Terrible.
So I know. So some of the, I think it was some of the Supertones guys played for Audio Adrenaline because to fill in for them.
I think
So
bands do that a lot. They cross over a lot.
they do. Yeah.
Do you listen to any ska, Scott? Like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones or anybody like that?
Who, me?
Little bit. So the Supertones are like a really awesome Christian ska band. They're really, really cool. But if you don't like ska, either you love them or you hate them.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
You know. But if you're down with ska, then the Supertones are a really cool ska pick.
I got into the Supertones a little bit later. My two favorite ska bands were always Five Iron and
Of course, the Insiders.
and the Insiders. Yep, those were. Yeah.
One time, Solomon Gagnola and I we did a road trip to Columbus. So we went to something called Ska Mania, and it was
That's awesome.
Five Iron and the Insiders.
Oh man, that's great.
It was so much ska.
Oh,
It was really
I never got to see the Insiders. I saw Five Iron one time, but
yeah.
that's all.
I don't even know how many times I've seen Five Iron and the Supertones. So many times.
That's awesome.
I've seen the Insiders. Oh, did you go to camp when Five Iron came?
Yeah, that was the year I saw them. Yep.
Yep, the W's and Five Iron. Yeah.
Yep. The W's. That's another one. They're like swing.
They don't even. You can even find their stuff on Spotify anymore.
I know, it's crazy.
They're just not cool anymore.
Yeah.
So
Five
Scott,
Iron was great. I love them.
can you think of like your most memorable Christian show?
Yeah, probably my favorite one by far has been Toby Mac.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times in concert, and I can never get enough of that dude, man. That dude's
That's awesome.
That
good
was,
stuff, man.
It was really tragic when his son died this last fall.
Oh
It
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
You know, what are you gonna do though? I mean, everybody gets to pick their own path, and sometimes our paths lead to not good places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So
For
how about
sure.
you, Matt? What's your favorite show? Your favorite show memory?
Probably one of the social club shows, Social Club Misfits. They're just super fun and exciting, and it was like the first pit that I've really been in. I was always super small growing up, and just getting thrown around in the pits, it's kind of scary. But because it was like a hip hoppy pit, it wasn't a lot of like jumping around. It was just kind of like bouncing throughout everywhere. And I was able to get like right up to the stage, and I've seen them so many times. It has to be one of their shows. They're so good.
Yeah, Social Club Misfits right now is pretty hot. I listen to a lot of them. I can't even think about what my favorite show would be. Gosh, man, I don't even know. I know what it is. I do know. I know what my favorite show is. So, 1999. Solomon and I took about 12 or 15 youth to the middle of Pennsylvania to something called Purple Door Festival.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Did you come?
Yep. I didn't go that year, but I remember hearing about it.
So, I mean, it was a who's who of awesome Christian music. We had POD, Project 86, Goaty Hook, Pax 217, John Rubin, Reliant K. I mean, everybody was there. So, but on the last night, they had a rave. And so we went into this big warehouse. And me and everybody that came with us, we got to know John Rubin really, really well. So,
That's awesome.
Like first name basis, like he would see us and we'd be like, hey, what's up, John? And we'd talk about, cause he's from Hubbard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, so we were getting ready for this rave and it starts, and then John's up there on the mic, and then the DJ is the DJ for PAX 217. And then
Nice.
Matt Thiessen from Reliant K comes out. So it's all those guys on stage.
That's awesome.
And then they were like, all right, we need some fresh MCs up here. And so everybody's like, Dan. So they grabbed me and they pulled me on stage. And I a song me and Thiessen and Rubin did together. It might have been Him, Her, He, She, or Divine Inspiration.
Yeah.
Songs. But getting up there and having a mic that I got to share with Matt Thiessen and John Rubin in front of thousands of people was so fun.
Man, that's awesome.
It was just a great time. And then we went and saw Squad 5-0 and 5 Iron in Hollywood a couple years ago. And the guy, Jeff from Squad 5-0, kept standing on my head. He would like just stand right on my head while he was singing. I was like, hey, what's up?
Funny.
Good time.
I remember when John Rubin came to Believers.
Yeah. And Pleasant Valley.
What's that?
He did Pleasant Valley as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the days, man. Those were the days.
I know.
Rubin is, I think, living out here in LA now.
Is he?
From what we heard, he's like a millionaire now.
Wow.
Him and his brother created some software company or something, and then they
wow.
And so they got a crap load of money out of it. That's what we heard anyway.
Oh. So he's not in the music scene anymore? Or?
Actually just dropped something.
Oh, nice.
Ty, would you say it was like maybe 3 months ago or so?
It was actually less than that, maybe a month and a half.
It's
recent.
It's
recent.
Pretty snarky type stuff though.
Yeah.
He makes fun of like the youth group culture and stuff like that.
Oh.
Music. But it is what it is, man. Everybody's got their own
Yeah.
Their own things that they've gone through in life.
Yeah. For sure.
So let's talk about Ledger.
Awesome.
So hey, Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about Ledger while I load up the share on
Sure.
it?
Yeah, I know we were talking a little bit before this started. So I teach drum lessons, and I never had really even taught any other Skillet songs until the one girl student that I have, she wanted to learn a couple of their songs, so we learned those, and then I asked her if there was a new one she wanted to learn, and she said I'd actually like to learn a Skillet song, a Ledger song. So so she brought this one, and I really thought it was catchy right away. So I was really excited to learn it and get into playing it. So and the lyrics just really when I was thinking of a song to share this week, the lyrics kind of really stuck out to me. And I just
Let's take a look at it.
yeah. So
It's just before we met today. I was just kind of researching because I never even heard of Ledger before. I didn't know that Jen Ledger had her own band or anything like that.
yeah.
But did you know that since she's been on hiatus, that Lacey Sturm has been filling in for her in Skillet? Do you know who Lacey Sturm is?
Is that the from Flyleaf?
Yeah, she's the lead vocalist for Flyleaf.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know Flyleaf, Scott?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We actually saw Lacey last summer, right? Last summer.
Yeah.
And she did
wow.
a solo show. And dude, she is on fire for the Lord, man. I mean,
That's awesome.
her testimony is so fantastic. You know, after she got done talking, I wanted to get saved again, man. It was so good. She was just really, really good. You know, very impactful. But so yeah, Lacey Sturm went on the road with Skillet doing backup vocals for Jen Ledger while she was promoting this album. So
Wow.
anyway, so you guys can all see this, right?
Yeah.
The lyrics?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at it. And I haven't really looked through it too much. I mean, I think the lyrics are pretty cut and dry and self-explanatory. But if there's anything that like really pops to you guys,
I could tell you which part I really liked a lot.
all right?
I like the line, you take the chaos that's in me and create a symphony. I thought that was a really cool, like a clever way to say that, you know.
Take
and
the stuff that's in me and you create a symphony.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. So I thought that was kind of applicable almost to what's going on right now. There's so much chaos, but God always brings something good out of it, you know.
Yeah. Pastor Mark he put a quote on Facebook the other day, maybe today, and he said, sometimes storms aren't meant to create destruction. Sometimes they're meant to clean things up.
Yeah, that's so true.
Sometimes, you know, when you have a big deluge of water or wind come through, it's not meant to be destructive. It's meant to clear things out.
Right.
And I kind of feel like this coronavirus stuff is kind of doing that. You know, it's causing people to rely on their own relationships with the Lord instead of their church, their pastors, and we're finding out, you know, who really wants this God thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's really cleaning some stuff up individually, like inside people. I mean, I know God's trying to clean some stuff up on the inside of me during this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What else do we got here? You guys see anything else that pops?
I think there was another line I liked too. Just the line about in a world that's oops. Did I cut out there?
No, you're good. Your video feed cut out, but we can still hear you.
I don't know what happened. The line about oh shoot, sorry, I lost the.
No problem. Let's take a look.
I don't know how to get back to.
We can invite you. Go ahead. Ask to start video. All right, we're sending you an invite for video.
Okay.
Got it. All right. Trenton's a
cool.
Genius.
I still can't see you. Can you see me?
We can see you.
I don't know what I have.
Let's see.
It just says your microphone is unmuted.
Yeah, we can
video.
See you.
We can hear you.
So don't pick your nose or nothing because we can see you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Can you see the screen?
Are you able to see the lyrics now? Yeah.
No, I can't see anything.
Interesting.
We can.
You want to reshare it? All right, let's reshare it.
Oh wait, there we go.
There.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. You guys see it?
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yep. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yeah, I also like the line, where was it at here? In a world, this applies for right now too. In a world that's full of mysteries, one thing as simple as can be, you are the one that loves me completely. So I thought that was applicable for now too, you know?
Yeah. I think it's so interesting how we, God's people, we make it so complicated. We make
I know,
being a Christian so complicated.
I know.
And it really is super simple.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like this song. Like, there's nothing like really
Yeah.
super profound about it, but it just kind of makes you reevaluate, some things. So
I've only listened to a part of it. What genre would you say this is?
it's like, it's not heavy like Skillet stuff, like the harder guitars and stuff, but I would say it's kind of like,
More worshipful?
yeah, exactly. That's how I probably would classify it for sure. Yeah. And I don't know, I haven't heard all of their album, so I don't know if other songs might be a little heavier, but because Skillet did that worship album a long time ago. I don't know if you remember that.
That was in Ohio, man.
And yep. And so it almost sounds like that's what Ledger was going for, like more of a worshipful song, So I don't know. Their other stuff might be heavier, but this is definitely more like a worship song. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this song and just kind of let it marinate.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for sure.
Awesome
stuff. Well, guys,
Cool.
I think it's time to start wrapping up.
All right.
Let's. Hey, Ty.
Yeah.
You want to find a song for us for next week?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So that's your job. Can you get me something by Friday so I can let everybody know so they can take a look at it?
Yep, will do.
Cool. So
Awesome.
Nuggets is going to find our song for next week. We'll see if Stewie and Hutch are able to.
Yeah, hopefully they can rejoin.
Right. JJ has a really hard time because this is his kid's bedtime and his kids are little. So
Gotcha. Okay.
He's got all hands on deck for that one.
Right.
You know,
Sure.
But and then we'll see what's up with Greg. See if he's able to jump back in with us next time too. So and I think
Awesome.
Hutch has a buddy I think that wanted to get together and talk music with us. So
Cool.
get it going.
That's great.
Let me drop this share page. We're back in action, and I'm going to sign off now. And then, guys, if we want to keep talking after I'm done signing off, we can. But I'm going to officially sign off. This has been 412 Radio with the 412 fellas. Glad you guys were able to stop by. Hope you guys had a good time talking about Ledger as well as some other stuff. We'll have something else coming out next week. If you want to check us out, don't forget to subscribe to 412 Radio. And Tyson, nod your head a little bit more. Just like oh, dab. Everybody dab. All right, guys. So, guys, we'll see you next week. This is Dan, 412 Radio.
You are the one who loves me completely. I don't have to hide when you're with me. The best, the worst, I know you never leave. It steals my